Caution. This video contains graphic food content from the northern Philippines, and no doubt it will offend some viewers. If you're prepared for that, let's continue. Okay, day 2 in Sagada. I met an awesome guy yesterday who ended up being my guide. His name is Chris, and when I first met him, he brought me to his house to talk about how we could see the hanging coffins and the mummies in the coming days. I asked him if there was any chance we could try some local delicacies. And then he said, man, come over on Sunday because it's my 4-year-old's birthday and we'll be having all of those things because it's very traditional and very typical to have them at a celebration. And here I am. I have to say before we get started, warning, 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 caution, caution, caution. There will be things here today that will make me very uncomfortable. Remember that especially on this channel, Fearless and Far, we try to find things that challenge us to understand the world a little bit better and how they prepare these dishes and how some of them look is quite shocking.
It's a lot of maggots in there, man.
I'm not saying I'm okay with all of it. I'm just here to take part in something that's very special for this local Sagadan family. It's my honor to be here as a guest. I am very lucky to be invited to even see this stuff, even luckier to have a camera. And yeah, so with that disclaimer out of the way, let's enjoy the party. Good. Thanks for inviting me today. I appreciate it.
No worries.
I'm happy I get to see some of the traditional way of cooking and also be here for your son's birthday party.
Welcome to Sagada.
All right, let's do little cribs of Chris's house. We have some chickens. Couple dogs. We've got some rock and roll playing on the speaker. Cow skulls that he's been using as planters for orchids. A lot of these bowls here, Chris was saying, used to be his bathtub when he was a kid.
And this is our Etag here.
So the Etag was given to us by Lakay Wa-Ow yesterday when we went to go ask for permission to visit his ancestors in the cliffs. Every village elder, if they're given that title, is, well, not required, but expected to smoke meat. The smoking process here isn't exactly as clean. Hey, Amir, birthday boy. Hold on.
Uncle's big. Uncle is big, yo. So what are you going to show your uncle?
All right, where are we going, Amir?
There.
Inside to play?
Yes.
How about this trick? You know this one?
Jumping on the bed.
This is your name here. See this? Amir. See that? It's your birthday party.
Oh no! Oh no! I don't think it's gonna fit. I meet the host back outside, and we begin to prepare the typical dishes of the area. This is why we have the disclaimer.
So can you explain a little bit how it works? So you have a chicken.
Yeah.
And why do you hit its wings?
Yeah, because the wings and the neck has a little bit flesh on it. That's why we hit it, so that the blood goes into it and it will clot there. And that's it. So a meaty part thing. You
And
say that it's brutal, but I don't think.
No.
Yeah, because yeah, we really hit them slowly.
You hit them slowly.
Yeah, like to kill them as well by hitting.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we inherit it from our grandparents.
So it's been happening for a long time.
Yeah.
And that's it.
So yeah, you can see the blood that goes on it.
I'm shocked, but I'm filled with questions. Pinikpikan is very traditional to this part of the Philippines, right? Only in Sagada?
Yeah, yeah.
And how did it, and the process, is it used as a ritual?
Yeah, before they use as a ritual, even now also.
Mm-hmm.
Like to it depends how you use it in the ritual.
But you would make pinikpikan only for special, like today's your son's birthday, so it's a special dish for his birthday, like an honor.
Yeah. And pinikpikan is a dish that it will not be removed in Sagada if there's happening. There's something going on, you have to do the pinikpikan.
So it's a very important part of like a wedding or a funeral as well. Any big event, do you make pinikpikan?
No, in like funeral we don't make.
So it's more of a celebration.
Yeah, we make also pinikpikan, but the other way around also. In like if there's a ritual. Yeah.
That was a little bit tough to watch. This is how they start a party. I'm here for the party, and it's hard for me to judge anything, I guess, just being a guest here at the ritual here today. I don't promote chicken preparation in this way, but I am grateful that the chicken gave its life to bless us in the ritual, the birthday ritual, as well as I'm happy that I got to be here and witness something in its pure natural form. I travel to see things that challenge me. I don't always agree with everything I see, but I try to just stay neutral in the middle and observe. And that's exactly what happened here today. And so you cook everything, nothing goes to waste, yeah? The heart, the liver.
Hold on, so this is the liver, yeah?
Yeah.
And that's the blue.
That's the bile.
And you said if you cut it, you can read it like a fortune?
Yeah, like a fortune. Like example, going to abroad, and you let an old man come to do pinikpikan at your place. Invite him, and if you break the chicken like that, you give it to them, and they will check the bile, because sometimes the bile goes out here, and that's one of a good thing around. If it's coming out, if this bile here is very outside, it's a good fortune. Like if you go to abroad,
Yeah.
and you find a work there, you can easily find a work because that bile is.
Man, I never thought you could read chicken bile to know your fortune.
Yeah.
We should take that to Lakay Wa-Ow. He would know, yeah?
Yeah.
What our fortune is. It's better when it's older?
Yeah. The older the better.
Older the better. This is Etag, a pork dish smoked by village elders, covered in mold and insects. It's used in ceremonies in this region.
I think Etag is going to be quite strange for the people who watch my videos. So
I know when I post this, people
are going to think it's crazy, but what do you want to say to them? The people who think Etag might look a little bit crazy, a little bit gross.
You come and try.
Come and try.
So, yeah, and we know where it came from. We're the one who butchered it, and we're the one who prepared it. And it's like a ham or bacon. Aita. Come and try the tag, and that would be cool.
I like your point about you know where it came from. It's all natural. It was.
Yeah.
And what about the maggots?
Maggots are fine, full of protein. It won't kill you anyway. It will just make you smile a little bit.
And so now you wash all of the flies off, the maggots off.
Yeah, because sometimes the people they don't like the maggots, but we prepare that it's better we don't wash.
So better if you don't wash.
Oh.
So do you like it with the maggots? Yeah.
That's a meat also.
It's also meat.
It's come from the meat.
What you see here is Etag, the insect-covered pork dish, as well as the Pinikpikan, the chicken dish. They're boiled in a pot together, and they're typically eaten together as well. Well, I asked Chris to find me an authentic spot I can have some real Sagadan food that's traditional in this area, and he has definitely delivered.
crushed chili. It's crushed chilies, vinegar, and no, not even crushed chilies and orange juice.
Lemon.
It's spicy.
You try.
Ooh, man. Oh,
Very good.
so spicy. Look at this. Look at me cry. See?
Don't cry.
Oh my God, it's so.
Johnny, please, don't cry.
It's really chilly.
I'm crying. I'm crying. Oh my God, it's so spicy.
It's not spicy, it's not chilly.
Oh. So we've got Pinikpikan and Etag boiling in the pot. We've got some fish beside the grill. We've got skin and kidney frying on the banana leaf on the grill. And here, what we're doing is we're taking it off, slicing it in very thin strips. It's going in here with ginger, with some vinegar. And you take it, dunk it in the lime juice and chili, and take a bite. Really spicy. A little bit chewy, but the taste combination of ginger, the fat from the skin, and the vinegar is like really, really good combination. I'm not sure how many courses this meal is tonight, but we've cooked like 6, 7, 8 different things. We got fish, we've got etag, we've got pinikpikan, we've got all kinds of stuff. And now up next is Dinuguan. So tell me what's in the pot right now.
The fat, and then we crisp it, and then afterwards we put the blood. We call it the chocolate meat.
The chocolate meat. So the chocolate meat, because when you cook the blood, it turns like almost a chocolate color.
Yeah.
So it's the crispy intestines mixed with the blood, and you call it the chocolate meat.
The chocolate meat, which is dinardaraan. Some say that they call it dinuguan.
Dinuguan.
Yeah.
I'm excited. The chocolate goes in. Excited and apprehensive, if you couldn't tell. That's a lot of blood.
After the rain.
Okay, it is now, what time is it, 6, 7 p.m.? Awesome, man. There are some things in here I've never tried before, and I'm excited to join Chris and his friends and family to this beautiful feast. It's like 6 courses. There's all kinds of food here. Some of it is brand new. Let's go. This is adobo, a simmered soy, garlic, and pepper dish, and one of the most famous in the Philippines. This is the pinikpikan and the etag, boiled together. The chocolate meat, the dinuguan, with blood and intestines, is what you're looking at here. Looking at this plate, I could tell I was far, far from home. And it made me happy. Okay, on my fork I have one cooked piece of etag. And I can tell already by the smell that it's going to taste much different. So the piece I had before was just, they had sliced off the part with the insects. If you missed us visiting the village elder and getting the etag, I've linked the video at the end. It has a very, very unique smell that I've never smelled before. I'm gonna take a bite and let you know what it's like. The smokiness is completely gone. It doesn't taste anything at all like what I had before. And there's this really heavy taste to it. Have you ever had organs before, like intestines or stomach? That's a bit of a heavy taste, but this is different. This is like almost like a sweet. It's milk. It's like expired milk. That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it tastes like. There's the pork texture, but there's no pork taste. There's no smoky taste. It tastes like a milk, which is extremely weird to say. But that's it. It took me a while to beat around the bush to find it, but that's exactly what it tastes like. Chris, it's like a milky taste, yeah?
Which one?
But it's the etag. It's like a milky taste.
Yeah, milky taste.
Why is it milky?
That's the maggot thing.
Because the maggots.
Yeah.
The maggots making a milky taste.
Yeah. I think it would really.
This tastes nothing like the one I had before. Like the raw. The raw tastes like smoked ham. This doesn't taste like smoked ham.
It's a little bit sweetened, like sweetened.
No, that's right. Yeah, a little bit sweet.
Milky.
Like milk. That's so strange, man. And honestly, though, my favorite of the night has been the Dinuguan, which is the chocolate meat they called it, which is the blood cooked in with the fried intestines with all kinds of different spices. It doesn't look good, but it is really tasty. The intestines are crispy and a little bit chewy, a little bit crunchy. The blood is really smooth, a little bit pasty, almost like a thick curry. But really, despite what it is, which is two things I would never normally eat, together with whatever spice they put in there, it is the all-star of the meal tonight. This is delicious. Dinuguan, blood, intestines together, chocolate meat. I could eat a lot of this stuff. Don't judge me. Oh, team, I had to get away from the party for a second. The cooked Etag was so incredibly different than the raw Etag. I would eat the raw Etag, a kilo of it, before I would touch the cooked Etag again. When you cook it, all of the fat that had the maggots and the flies and the beetles living in it mixes all together. And that taste of the insects living in it sticks with the meat, and it gives it this very heavy milk taste. I think it's important to be as respectful as possible in situations like this. He spent all day cooking that Etag for his son's birthday. There's a huge party here. Everyone was very excited. It was Etag, traditional Etag with the maggots, with the larvae in there. But for me, I don't need to have it again. I've never tasted anything like that in my entire life. But I'm happy I'm here, happy I got the invitation, and happy I'm having a real travel experience. Yes! Chris, my man. Thank you so much for the invitation tonight.
Okay.
These are the moments for myself, I'm going to get a little bit deep for a second, that I love most about travel. Hanging out with someone who's from here, with their family, with their friends, drinking the local drink, maybe a little bit too much, but having a good time eating food and feeling like I'm part of the community, man. Thank you so much. It's really hard to find things like that, you know?
No worries about that.
Yeah.
What can I say is just welcome to Sagada.
Yeah, cheers, man.
That's how it goes.
Like always, the motto for my channel is experiences over possessions.
That would be cool. I will try to.
Peace, guys. Thanks for watching. Greetings from the airport in Cagayan de Oro, Mindanao, Philippines. I want to thank you for watching this particularly powerful video here on Fearless and Far. On the channel, I don't feel like I'm growing unless I'm doing things that make me uncomfortable, and believe me, you saw this video made me quite uncomfortable. If you missed the last video, you can check it out in the bottom corner. If you haven't subscribed yet, I'd love if you could do that. And I have another platform where I share some stories from the road that are a little bit too intense for my YouTube channel, if you can believe that. You can check it out in my Patreon community in the top. Experience over possessions. I'll catch you guys in the next one, and like always, thank you for watching.